Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Geddes Federal Savings and Loan on News Radio 570 WSYR and 106.9 FM.
You found The Local Show, and we thank you for whatever you're listening on, whether it's 106.9 FM or 570 WSYR or a digital device, or maybe you found the YouTube channel, which is, at Zoe Advertising on YouTube.
So many options, Tom.
There are a lot, and it's no wonder everybody's insane.
Well,
because there's just too many things to watch.
A lot of choices. There certainly are a lot of choices, and people are finding the videos. I've been talking with folks, and they're like, "Hey, we can see it. That there's a different dimension." I don't know if it leaks. Are we less impressive on camera? Probably, Tom.
I don't know.
I mean, you got the voice, and everybody, I hear that constantly.
But you
don't have the looks, let's be honest.
I think people like to pull back the curtain. They like to see what goes on behind the scenes of things.
I do. Do you?
I do. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, how-tos and learning videos, and, of course, equipment videos. And I'm really impressed by how people put out so much product, because this is a big ordeal when we're videotaping.
Yeah.
Well, taping, I say.
Yeah. Well,
it's not taping, it's videoing.
We're filming.
Yes.
No,
filming, not filming either.
Right?
We're capturing.
Yes, those
capturing
terms.
Video.
Yeah, it's strange. But no, YouTube is fabulous.
It really is.
I mean, I use it all the time. Tutorials for the equipment that we use. Or considering buying. Oh my gosh.
I watch it more than television, and not for entertainment, but for that purpose.
But it's interesting too.
It is.
So it is entertaining when you learn. For me, when you learn stuff.
Right. And so I guess it's kind of cool that maybe we enhance the video portion by having product. I don't know that Neal is going to bring in a furnace, but certain things.
Not everything.
We can show stuff.
Yeah, not everything can be easy as running a heating and air conditioning company. Come on, let's be honest.
Absolutely.
Nothing can be that simple, right, Neal?
Right. We're going to be talking with Neal Carr right here. He's the vice president of Prime Heating and Air, primeheatandair.com. In the heating season, you become very popular. Definitely. In the cooling season, you become very popular. In between, I don't know what you guys do, hibernate or...
Yeah, not much. No, we stay busy, absolutely. Yeah. But cool. Definitely peak seasons,
Right, those are the peak things. Yeah. So, Neal, you're the vice president. You work with your brothers.
Yep.
Give us a little bit of a history.
Yep, my brother Dwayne owns the company. He started Prime about 7 years ago. Going into year 8 now, next year, and about a year and a half in, he'd grown it to a place. He was, one-man guy, and our oldest brother was and is still kind of helping with the bookkeeping and stuff. But grew it to where he just couldn't, manage everything on his own.
Right.
And I was in transition, and I got a business background, so it made sense for me to kind of come on, work for him, and do the operational side of things. So it's been good. He's got the 25 plus years of HVAC experience and licensing and everything.
You've been around for a little while. They say most businesses fail within the first 5 minutes. Yeah. So it's you've been around for a while now.
Yeah.
Right.
No, he's done it. He's done it well. He's done it right. Didn't try to get too big too fast. Yeah. I think he had learned from other stops that he had been at, and has done a really good job of kind of keeping his finger on the pulse. And
why are the reviews so terrific?
Well, I think it's because I write most of them.
Full transparency.
That's what you were saying earlier, right? Behind the curtain.
Neal Carr on every one of them.
That's right. No, I think it's just, I think it's the personality of the guys. I think it's the culture and vibe that Dwayne has created.
Family atmosphere.
Yeah, just kind of put the customer first, put their needs first, and understand that usually when we're getting a call, it's because they're stressed out.
Right.
There's something's wrong.
How often does Tom call you? Because Tom's always stressed out.
Yeah.
But, Neal is really cool. Like one time I was having trouble with the thermostat. And, he just was, texting. And I imagine I'm not unique. Sure, we have a relationship because you do a little business with Zoe.
Yeah.
But, I think that if anybody texted you, you'd probably respond to it.
Yeah, I get the occasional calls, where that something's wrong, they can't get something to work. And then, I'll give them some things to try right over the phone if it sounds like it's something simple, and if it is, and they take care of it, great. I mean, I'm not, we're not always trying to, milk everyone for every dime we can get.
That's what it feels.
Yeah.
That's the sense when I hear from the clients and I hear from people, they don't feel like they're always being sold something. Yeah. And Tom, I don't know, but you, back when I owned a home, it's like, okay, I got to call a company.
It was hard.
Geez,
terrible.
And you feel like the person's on commission.
Yeah.
So you feel like, well, if you, I can't promise your heat might go out, and they got to do this kind of song and dance. But I don't see that or hear that from anybody that's been doing some business.
Yeah. No, I mean, our first instinct is to repair, is to fix. If the age and condition of the equipment warrants it. Now, on the flip side of that, we're not going to, encourage people to dump money into something that really isn't worth it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Knowing like, okay, they're going to, throw $500 in this now, and 6 months from now, we're going to be replacing it anyway. So it's like, hey, you could do this, but based on the age and condition, it may be more worthwhile to, do a replacement.
Well, Tom, at every instant reminds me that winter's coming. You do that, Tom.
Yeah.
What can people do to...
Optimistic Tom.
Yeah, it is. He's like, well, it's,
it's the Biden principle. Dark, cold winter.
Yeah.
So what can people like Tom and other people do to prepare?
Yeah, definitely get some maintenance done. If you haven't done it this year or... in the last couple of years, have your systems checked out. It's just, it's very similar to just, oil changes and maintenances on vehicles. You catch things before they become a bigger problem. Same thing with maintenance, just making sure everything's working right. It's definitely easier to change a part out now than, on Saturday in the middle of January.
Or 2 days before Christmas.
Yeah.
Right.
But if something's new, Tom, did I tell you I got a flat tire?
Yes, you did. Yeah. You were saying.
So, new tires.
Yep.
You can still get a flat with new systems. Should they still do all that maintenance, or are they good to go for several years before they have to really peek at it?
Yeah, no, it's 6 in one, half dozen the other. It's like, I got a brand new last year. Okay, all right, maybe you go another season, but you don't want to go too long because it's a piece of equipment, especially furnaces and boilers and things. The heating equipment, they get used hard in this area every year. So even if it's a year old, a couple years old, just get it checked out. Just make sure, and just do the general. And a lot of times, manufacturers, they like to see that you are, for warranty reasons and things, that you're actually upkeeping your equipment. And so.
So what do you tell people who are concerned about the price of electricity and the price of natural gas going up? What do you say to them in terms of what kind of equipment they should have in the house?
Yeah. So if your system's older, or if it's not considered a high efficiency piece of equipment, looking at those options is definitely step one. The higher efficient it's running, the more the more bang you're getting for your buck on utilities.
Is the government giving back any money for certain products?
Yep. National Grid, they do rebates on furnaces, high efficiency boilers, high efficiency hot water tanks, those kinds of things. They give you some money. They're even thermostats. The fancy Wi-Fi digital stuff. They'll give you $50, $75 if you put a new one in. So they're trying to incentivize anything that's going to help the infrastructure of gas and electric and everything like that.
So really quickly, if people have the electric fireplaces, is it good to run those instead of the forced air for a little while until it gets really cold?
It depends, if it's just a straight plug-in, outlet thing. Sometimes those are not very efficient at all, and the electric on them is more expensive. So it really just kind of depends. If it's just, a little room and that's where you're at, and you just want to take the chill out of the air, then turn that on for a little while. I don't know if I would run that all day and night right now, because those tend to use a lot of juice. So well, thank you, Neal Carr.
Absolutely. We do appreciate it. A family-run business, 3 brothers over there, vice president of Prime Heating and Air, and the website is primeheatandair.com. primeheatandair.com. Go to that and have a good season. Be nice and warm and toasty.
That's right. Let's stay warm this year.
Have a great rest of the day, Neal.
Thanks. You guys too.
All right. Sheila Ostrom is coming up next. She's the owner of Senior Home Care and Alzheimer's Solutions right here on the local show on 570 WSYR and 106.9 FM.